Believers say doomsday will begin at 6 p.m. in each of the world's time zones, beginning with New Zealand. Reports out of New Zealand, where it is now 11 p.m. They're all good. New Zealand is still standing. Still, some businesses have learned how to turn a profit from today's doomsday scenario. And joining us with more on that is Rod Kurtz. He's executive editor, AOL Small Business. Great to have you with us, Rod. Good morning.
Hi, Rebecca. Happy Rapture.
Happy Rapture, Rod. So it is a happy day for the businesses that are making money. I first want to talk to you, though, about camping and the $1 million he spent, according to Bill Whitaker's piece, on getting the word out. Has he turned a profit on this? Is this a profitable thing to talk about doomsday scenarios?
Well, it's interesting. I mean, they are technically a nonprofit, but as you know, nonprofits bring in a lot of money. And as you just heard in the piece, we're talking about millions and millions of dollars that they bring in contributions. And there are a lot of creative ways to spend that money, as you're seeing.
So give us a sense for some of the ways, maybe Harold Camping himself is benefiting from this money.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about a very big operation here. A lot of people are just hearing about camping for the first time. He's not some kook with a YouTube channel. He's got this huge network of radio stations, 65 across the country. He's got something like 350 employees. So this is a really big operation with a lot of money coming in. And with nonprofits, as we've seen over the years, especially religious nonprofits, there are a lot of creative ways to spend that money.
There are also a number of businesses that have sort of popped up as a result of doomsday. One is called Post-Rapture Pet Care. What in the world is that?
Yeah, we've actually seen a number of pet services pop up. I guess we could call this the Rapture stimulus. We see this a lot of times with big news events like this. And, for people who are really concerned about this, we're talking about they have hundreds of clients, not thousands across the country, but they charge a fee and they promise a lot of these people running these companies are actually atheists who will be around if the Rapture does strike. And they've offered to, across the country, take care of your pets when you're gone.
So it sounds almost like some insurance plan or something like that.
Yeah, and people are, buying into it. I think, if you really are worried about this and it helps you sleep at night, at least for the last night, if you're worried about this, then, taking care of the family dog is priority number one.
And you say there are a couple hundred people who have signed up for that insurance. How about these emails? There's some program where in the event of an emergency, an email goes out to your loved ones.
Yeah, it's, again, usually run by atheists, and they're willing to take your money, sometimes just, $15 at a time, and you pre-write this email that will go out to a few dozen people that you designate, other non-believers out there who will still be around when the Rapture strikes.
Similar thing with pre-ordered letters. What are some of the other businesses that have popped up as a result of all this?
I mean, they're literally, if you Google it, you see hundreds of them. We've seen Rapture wear, which is a jewelry line. People have been capitalizing on this for years, actually. As you mentioned in the previous piece, camping has said this was going to happen before, so there's been a steady buildup of this. The funny thing is, last night I was looking at some of these websites, and they were actually crashing, so I'm a little worried about their plans for doomsday. Yeah,
well, I mean, the concern also is if it doesn't happen, does the business fail going forward? I mean, what do they do next?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, this is, they managed to always kick the can down the road if it doesn't happen. And this has gotten a lot of publicity, which could be great for business. The interesting thing is some of the people actually running these businesses have said that they're donating the money because they know they're never actually going to have to act on sending the emails or sending the letters because they don't believe in it.
Rod Kurtz, as always, we appreciate it. Thank you.
Good to see you.